Hey everyone, welcome back collectors. Today we're diving into some of Australia's most sought after coins that can fetch big money, from the tiny yet rare 1 cent coin of 1970 to the shiny 50-cent coin of 1997. We'll cover everything you need to know about their value, history, and how to spot the ones worth a fortune. If you love coin collecting or want to start your journey, stay tuned as we explore each coin in detail and reveal why they are so valuable today. Let's get started. First up, the 1 cent coin from Australia, dated 1970, holds a special place in the history of Australian currency because it represents a time when bronze coins were common in daily transactions, and collectors today look back at this coin as a symbol of a classic era in Australian minting. And many viewers searching for rare coin information want to know if their coin has hidden value, so this YouTube video will guide them with clear details about the background, mintage, and possible worth of this interesting piece, while encouraging them to subscribe for more deep coin knowledge. The 1970 Australian 1 cent coin features the iconic image of the feathertail glider that became a known design among Australian circulating coins, and this beautiful design still attracts new collectors who find simple coins fascinating. And through this long explanation, we will explore everything about this coin, including how it was made, what metal was used, and how to examine your coin carefully so you can understand if it carries any special qualities that might increase its value in the collector market. This coin weighs about 1 grams and is struck in bronze, giving it a warm color that makes it stand out among many other coins. And although millions of these coins were produced, many were lost, damaged, or melted down over the years, so surviving pieces in clean condition can sometimes gain extra interest from collectors. And this video script will guide you on identifying condition, level, and what markings to look for, all while providing helpful insights for new subscribers who want more long-form educational content. The value of a 1970 Australian 1 cent coin usually ranges from a very small amount in worn condition to a higher amount if the coin is in mint state quality, and although it is not considered extremely rare, some well-preserved examples stored carefully for many years can attract higher attention, especially from collectors who seek coins with perfect luster and sharp strike. And this script will help you understand what makes a coin more desirable and what kind of features increase its value in auctions and private sales. Many collectors look for error coins, and the 1970 1 cent coin does have known variations where small minting problems make a particular coin unique, and such errors might include off-center strikes, die cracks, or weak details, making the coin stand out. And if you have such a coin, your piece might be worth more than a regular coin. And throughout this video you will learn how to spot these errors, even if you are new to coin collecting, helping you develop a sharper eye for potential hidden treasures. When talking about subscriptions and channel support, it is important to remind viewers that subscribing to the channel helps them stay connected to more long, detailed videos like this one, and each subscription encourages the creator to continue producing long educational content for coin lovers. And by watching this 40-minute video, viewers can learn how coins become valuable, why mintages matter, and how careful observation can make collecting both rewarding and exciting. The 1970 Australian 1 cent coin also reflects the history of Australian coinage, because during this time, Australia was still using newly introduced decimal currency, and the 1 cent coin played an important role in everyday cash purchases. So collectors today view this coin not just as metal, but as a small piece of national story. And through this script, viewers will appreciate the social and historical background that makes this coin interesting, even if it is not extremely rare in the market. Storage and preservation also impact the value of any coin, including the 1970 1 cent coin, and collectors need to understand that factors such as humidity, temperature, and handling can affect the long-term condition of their coins. So in this video, the audience will learn how to store coins safely using simple, affordable tools, and how proper care can protect the beauty and value of their pieces for many years, making collecting more enjoyable and fulfilling. Some collectors prefer grading their coins through professional services, and this video will explain why grading is helpful for determining value, because an official grade can place your coin in a higher demand category, and professional graders look at details like strike, surface color, and wear to give a fair evaluation. And this information will be shared in simple, clear language to help viewers understand grading, even if they have never used such services before. In the final part of this long script, viewers will be reminded that coin collecting is not only about money, but also about history, curiosity and discovery, and the 1970 Australian 1 cent coin is a great starting point for beginners because it is affordable, easy to find, and packed with interesting details. So by watching the full 40-minute video, they will gain knowledge, confidence, and inspiration, and they will feel encouraged to subscribe for more long, educational coin videos that explore rare coins, valuable coins, and hidden treasures from around the world. Next up today, we will explore the amazing history and hidden value of the Australia 2-cent coin from the year 1975, a small bronze coin that many people ignore but collectors around the world still look for because this coin represents a special time in the evolution of Australian currency and carries a story that stretches from everyday use to the world of numismatics, where rare details, minting variations, and the condition of each piece can make a surprising difference in worth. The Australia 2-cent coin of 1975 features the iconic frilled neck lizard on the reverse and a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and this simple design has become a memorable symbol for Australian collectors and historians who appreciate how each detail reflects the cultural identity and artistic choices of the country during the mid-20th century. And today we will break down everything from its origin to its value so viewers can fully understand why this small coin still matters. When we talk about the value of the 1975 2-cent coin, we must consider condition, rarity, and demand, because these three factors decide whether the coin is worth only a few cents or whether it can reach higher prices in the collector's market. And most circulated pieces hold a basic value, but uncirculated specimens or coins with strong mint shine can sell for more, and this is why collectors always search for the highest grade examples whenever possible. The year 1975 saw millions of these coins produced, which makes them common in circulation. Yet the interesting part is that high-grade pieces are not as easy to find because many coins were used daily for years, leading to scratches, wear, and other damage, and this means pristine versions kept carefully by collectors can command better prices, and therefore it becomes important for viewers who want to invest in old coins to learn how to identify sharply struck examples with bright surfaces and minimal marks. For those wondering about the monetary worth of this coin, the general price range usually stays low for average circulated pieces, but nicer coins can bring more value, especially if they are in near uncirculated or fully uncirculated grade. And although this coin is not extremely rare, it still holds interest for beginners in the hobby, and many buyers look for complete year sets, which adds steady demand to the 1975 issue, making it an essential part of any early decimal coin collection. Now let us talk about the story behind this coin, because history is a major part of its charm, and the 1975 2-cent coin was minted during a time when Australia was transitioning through economic and social changes, and coins played an important role in daily life. And by understanding the context of the era, viewers can better appreciate why simple copper coins hold sentimental value for collectors and historians who study national heritage. For YouTube audiences who enjoy numismatic content, we always encourage subscribing to channels that share deep research, clear explanations, and detailed visuals, and this script aims to help creators engage viewers for long periods by offering educational content that keeps people watching and wanting more, and by giving long-form explanations, the channel builds trust and offers a valuable service to anyone who wants to learn about old coins and their worth. The 1975 2-cent coin is also a great example of how everyday objects can become historical items over time, and although the coin may look simple, it reflects the technology, metal composition, and design preferences of the Royal Australian Mint and the artwork of Stuart Devlin, who created many iconic coin designs, and each of these elements adds depth to the story behind this coin, making it more meaningful than its small size suggests. Collectors often search for varieties, errors, and unusual minting features that might appear in certain coins, and while most examples of the 1975 2-cent coin do not have dramatic errors, small differences in strike alignment, shine, plancheck quality, and surface marks can still affect value, and this is why learning about grading and careful inspection becomes an important skill for anyone serious about building a collection that could appreciate in the future. In conclusion, the Australia 2-cent coin from 1975 is a fascinating piece of decimal currency with a story that continues to interest collectors and students of history, and, although it is not extremely rare, it remains a valuable educational tool and sentimental keepsake that represents a specific time in Australian culture, and by understanding its features, history, and value, you gain more appreciation for this humble bronze coin and can decide whether to keep, collect, or pass it forward to future generations. Next up in this video, we begin an amazing deep journey into the world of the 5-cent coin from Australia, dated 1970, for a small silver-colored circulation coin that has become a favorite among collectors due to its age, unique design, and interesting minting history. This coin may look simple, but its background and the stories hidden behind its metal surface make it a fascinating topic to explore, especially for beginners and experienced collectors who want to understand the true value, rarity, and hidden worth of older Australian currency. The 5-cent coin of 1974 was minted at a time when the Australian decimal currency system was still relatively new, and people were adapting to the change from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents. This shift marked a new era in Australian monetary history, and coins from the earlier decades of decimal production often attract attention from collectors today because they represent a foundational stage in the nation's monetary evolution, which makes the 1974 5-cent piece an appealing collectible item for those building a complete series collection. The design of the 1974 5-cent coin features the iconic echidna, a unique Australian animal known for its spines and rounded body, and this design has remained unchanged for decades, symbolizing stability and recognition in Australian coinage. While many modern coins undergo design updates, the 5-cent coin kept its traditional form, which adds historical charm and consistency that collectors admire as they compare earlier strikes with later examples to observe differences in metal quality, strike sharpness, and natural aging marks on circulated coins. When we begin discussing the value of the 5-cent coin from 1974, it is important to understand that its worth depends heavily on its physical condition, minting quality, rarity, and current collector demand. Circulated examples are generally common and may hold minimal face value, while better grade coins, especially those in uncirculated or almost uncirculated condition, can attract higher prices from collectors who are searching for well-preserved and sharply struck coins from earlier Australian decimal years. A circulated 5-cent coin of 1974 usually holds a value slightly above its face value, primarily due to its age rather than rarity, but higher grade pieces can be worth more, and collectors often search for mint state graded examples, which show no signs of wear, bright luster, and crisp details. These high grade coins are much rarer because most 5-1 coins from everyday circulation typically show wear, scratches, and surface marks, making pristine examples harder to locate today. Proof coins from this year are another important area for collectors, as proof sets of the early 1970s were produced in lower quantities compared to later decades. Proof coins are specially made with polished dies and premium quality metal, giving them mirror-like fields and frosted designs, making them highly desirable among numismatists who prefer premium quality and outstanding eye appeal, which is especially significant for people building high-end collections of Australian decimal currency. Another factor affecting value is the presence of any minting errors. Mint errors can significantly increase the worth of a 1974 5-cent coin. Examples may include off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped blankets, or filled dies, and these unusual variations often grow in value because they are not intentionally produced but happen during the minting process, making them much harder to find and therefore more valuable to era coin collectors who actively search for rare mystic examples. In terms of market demand, collectors continue to show interest in older Australian decimal coins, especially those produced in the first 2 decades after decimalization, because they represent a developing period in Australian minting technology. The 5-cent coin of 1974 fits perfectly into this category, making it a steady addition to personal collections, small investment portfolios, educational displays, and numismatic study projects that highlight changes in mint production across the decades. If you are planning to showcase this information in your YouTube channel, remember to encourage viewers to subscribe, like, and comment, because these actions help your videos reach a wider audience and motivate you to create more detailed guides on different collectible coins from Australia and around the world. You can remind your viewers that small coins like the 5-cent 1974 piece often hide big stories of history, culture, and value waiting to be explored by both beginners and expert collectors. As we conclude this long and detailed exploration, the 5-cent coin of 1974 stands as a timeless representation of early decimal Australian coinage with historical relevance, collector appeal, and potential value growth over time, making it an interesting subject for long-format educational YouTube videos and numismatic discussions that allow enthusiasts to learn, appreciate, and collect these beautiful pieces of Australian history. Next up, in the mid-1960s, the nation of Australia switched to a decimal currency system, and part of that change included the introduction of the 10-cent coin. The 10-cent coin was designed to replace a portion of the old pre-decimal currency and quickly became one of the standard denominations used every day. The design for the 10-cent coin included on the reverse a male superb lyrebird, a native Australian bird designed by the artist Stuart Devlin, and on the obverse a portrait of Queen Elizabeth. To this design remained largely unchanged for many decades, establishing the 10-cent coin as a simple, everyday coin, yet one with a beautiful and iconic reverse motif. The 1981 issue of the 10-cent coin has some interesting historical production details. That year, the minting was done both at the main mint in Canberra and also at the Royal Mint facility in Llantrisant, Wales. In Canberra, some 76060 coins were struck, while in Wales an additional 40 coins were produced, because there are no visible distinguishing marks between the two mints to differentiate the coins. Many coins in circulation could be from either mint. This large combined mintage number means that the 1981 10-cent coin is not rare by default in the sense of production numbers. In terms of its basic specifications, the 1981 Australian 10-cent coin is made of copper nickel with a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 5.66 grams and has a diameter of 23.60 millimeters with a reeded edge. These are the standard dimensions and metal composition for the Australian 10-cent coins minted from 1966 onward. The obverse side bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as was customary at that time, and the reverse shows the lyrebird standing among grasses. The design by Stuart Devlin, symbolic of Australian wildlife and natural heritage. Although the face value of the coin is modest, just 10 cents in Australian currency in regular circulation, it has for decades been used just as change for everyday transactions. But for coin collectors, the 1981 10-cent coin, like many of the standard lower denomination coins, can become interesting not because of rarity but because of condition or special anomalies. In most cases, a normal circulated 1981 10-cent coin will trade roughly at low collector values, often just a small premium over face value or a few dollars, depending on condition. Collectors, however, often search for coins that stand out, that are uncirculated or in mint condition, or even come from original mint rolls. As an example, uncirculated 1981 10-cent coins from mint rolls occasionally surface and are more desirable than those widely circulated. Many catalogs and coin dealers list such uncirculated 10C 1981 coins as collectible pieces and offer them at higher prices than circulated coins. These coins retain their original luster and detail, including sharpness of the lyrebird and the queen portrait, which appeals to numismatists. Nonetheless, despite being collectible, the 1981 10-cent coin is generally not considered rare among standard coins because of its high mintage. Every year, many millions of 10-cent coins were produced and circulated, so there are still many 1981 coins in existence. That said, collectors sometimes pay attention to mint errors or unusual plankets, because such error coins are far rarer than standard issues. Even a lower denomination coin like a 10-cent can become much more valuable if it has a mistake. One of the most interesting tales associated with 1981 and sometimes other years involves coins struck on the wrong blank or planchet. For instance, there are verified cases where a 1981 10-cent coin was struck on a planchet intended for a different coin type. Such error coins are extremely scarce, and when authenticated by experts, they carry significant added value to collectors because they represent mint accidents that should not have entered circulation. If you happen to To own a coin like that, you may have something rare beyond just the year and denomination. Because of these possibilities for error or special issue mintings, many coin collectors advise that when you find an old 1981 10-cent coin, you examine it carefully under magnification. You want to check weight, diameter, and metal composition to see if it matches the standard specifications. 5.66 grams, 23.6 diameter, copper nickel. If those match, likely it is a normal coin. Then examine details on obverse and reverse, whether details remain sharp, whether edges are intact, whether there is wear or damage. If the coin is pristine and shows none of the wear expected from decades of circulation, that may increase interest among collectors on auction markets and among coin dealers. Price for a regular 1981 10-cent coin in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition tends to be modest. For example, recent auction data suggests that in high mint state conditions, a 1981 10-cent coin might fetch modest premiums over face value, depending on grading and demand, around 202 to 205. Auction records show certain mint state 1981 10-cent coins with sale prices in a range reflecting modest collector interest. In conclusion, if you own a 1981 Australian 10-cent coin, it is a piece of everyday currency history from Australia. It symbolizes the ongoing decimal currency tradition and holds design legacy of a classic national coin. It may not make you rich overnight, but under the right circumstances, condition pristine, or if it has an error or rare planchet, it could be more interesting than a standard circulated coin. If you are a collector, it is worthwhile to keep such coins safe, possibly in protective sleeves or coin holders, and if you suspect something unusual, consider getting the coin professionally examined or graded. Next up, the Australian 20-cent coin from 1974 stands as one of the most recognizable circulating coins of the Commonwealth era, and collectors across the world often search for deeper details about its background, its design history, its metal composition, and its overall value in the numismatic market. And this long, detailed script brings a complete guide that helps viewers understand everything from mintage numbers to value ranges, along with the importance of subscribing to your channel for more coin-related knowledge that supports both new and experienced collectors. The 20-cent coin of 1974 features the graceful platypus design created by the famous artist Stuart Devlin, and this design has become iconic in Australian coinage, representing both natural wildlife and national identity, and viewers will enjoy understanding how this particular design brought artistic appeal to a circulating coin and why collectors appreciate its beauty even today, which is a powerful reason for audiences to stay subscribed to your channel for more insights. When discussing the value of the 1974 20-cent coin, collectors usually consider several important factors like the mintage quantity, overall condition, and rarity in high grade. And although the coin is common in circulation, the true worth appears when the coin is uncirculated or in mint state condition. And this script explores in detail how grading changes the price and why some examples can be worth more than others, inspiring your viewers to follow your channel for more expert breakdowns. In circulated condition, the 1974 20-cent coin may hold small collectible worth, but collectors often look for coins that show minimal wear, strong luster, and sharp design details, as these features greatly improve value and create interest among serious numismatists. And your video can guide viewers on how to identify a good quality coin and share why it matters, which will motivate people to stay connected by subscribing to receive regular updates. Uncirculated examples of the 1974 20-cent coin often appeal to collectors because the shine, the clarity of design, and the immaculate surfaces make them desirable additions to a collection. And understanding how these high-grade coins are stored, preserved, and traded gives viewers deeper appreciation of coin collecting and encourages them to remain part of your growing subscriber family. Some collectors focus not only on grade but also on errors and varieties that appear during minting. And while the 1974 20-cent coin is not known for major high-value errors, your audience can still learn how minor minting variations, die wear, and other production marks influence desirability. And this knowledge-rich content helps strengthen your channel's authority, making subscriptions more valuable for viewers who want continuous learning. The historical context of this coin is also important because Australia, in the early 1970s, was advancing its decimal currency system and the 20-1 coin played a major role in everyday transactions, and by highlighting the social and economic background of that era, your video adds depth and richness to the script, offering viewers a storytelling experience that encourages them to subscribe for more history-driven coin videos. Collectors also like to know how to store, protect, and maintain older coins like the 1970 for 20-cent piece, and explaining proper handling techniques, safe storage methods, and humidity control can help your audiences preserve their coins for long-term value. And when viewers see the practical benefits of your content, they are more likely to subscribe and continue supporting your channel. The global market for Australian coins continues to grow, and international collectors often look for coins like the 1970 for 20-cent piece due to the reputation of durable metal composition and distinctive designs, and understanding how global demand influences prices gives viewers confidence to explore buying and selling coins while staying engaged with your channel for future tutorials, guides, and market updates. To conclude this comprehensive 40-minute script, your viewers will gain complete understanding of the 1974 Australian 20-cent coin, covering its design, history, condition, base value, collecting tips, and overall significance. And this is the perfect moment to remind your audience to like, share, and subscribe to your channel for continuous valuable content about coins, currency, and worldwide numismatics that will keep their learning journey active and rewarding. Next up, the 50-cent coin of 1997 from Australia is one of the most fascinating pieces for collectors and enthusiasts, and in this video we are going to explore its history, design, significance, and value in incredible detail, making this a complete guide for anyone interested in this coin. The Australian 50-cent coin has a rich history that dates back to 1966, when it replaced the 10-shilling note as the highest denomination coin in circulation. This coin is unique not only for its size and shape, but also for its one-sided design, which makes it stand out among other coins in the world. The 1997 edition continues this tradition and features a design that resonates with Australian culture and heritage. Understanding the background of this coin requires a look into the Royal Australian Mint, which has been producing coins for the country since 1965. The mint is located in Canberra and has been responsible for many special edition coins that attract collectors from around the globe. This coin was minted using cupro nickel, giving it a distinct silvery appearance and durability suitable for everyday use. The weight of the coin is 15.55 grams, and it has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters. The edge is milled, and the obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which is a standard on all Australian coins during that period. This portrait was created by Ian Rank broadly and is highly regarded for its accuracy and detail. The reverse of the 1997 50-cent coin features an image of the Australian coat of arms, which includes a kangaroo and an emu standing on either side of a shield. The shield represents the 6 states of Australia, and each section contains symbols that are significant to the history and economy of the state. The kangaroo and emu are chosen as national symbols because neither animal can walk backward, representing progress and forward movement. The design also includes a 7-pointed Commonwealth star, which represents the unity of the 6 states and the territories of Australia. The attention to detail in the reverse design is remarkable, and collectors often appreciate the intricate engraving and the symbolism behind each element. The 50-cent coin is considered one of the largest circulating coins in Australia, which adds to its appeal and uniqueness. When it comes to value, the 1997 50-cent coin is generally considered a standard circulating coin, which means its face value is 50 cents. However, the collector value can vary depending on the condition of the coin. The grading of coins is an important factor in determining value, and coins that are in mint condition or uncirculated can command higher prices than coins that have been circulated and show signs of wear. The main grades include circulated, fine, very fine, extremely fine, and uncirculated, with uncirculated coins being the most valuable due to their pristine condition. Collectors also look for coins with unique minting errors or variations, which can significantly increase the value of a coin. In 1997, the mintage of the 50-1 coin was limited compared to some other years, making it more desirable to collectors. The total number of coins minted at the Royal Australian Mint in 1997 was approximately 10 million, which is relatively moderate for a coin intended for general circulation. Some coins were also issued in special proof sets which were sold directly to collectors. These proof coins have a mirror-like finish and sharper details, making them highly sought after in the numismatic community. The difference between a standard circulation coin and a proof coin can be hundreds of dollars, depending on demand and condition. The design of the 50-1 coin has evolved over the years, and special commemorative editions are released to celebrate events, anniversaries, or notable Australians. The 1997 coin was part of the standard series, but understanding its place in the broader history of Australian 50-cent coins helps collectors appreciate its importance. Many collectors aim to complete the full series of 50-cent coins from 1966 to the present, which can be a challenging and rewarding endeavor. The coins provide a timeline of Australian history and culture reflected through the changing designs and symbols used on each coin. For those interested in purchasing a 1997 50-cent coin, the market can be explored through coin dealers, online marketplaces, and auctions. Each avenue has its advantages and disadvantages, with dealers offering guaranteed authenticity, while online marketplaces may offer lower prices but require careful verification of condition and authenticity. Coins that have been certified by professional grading services often sell for higher prices because the grade is verified by experts. This gives collectors confidence that they are paying a fair price for the coin. In addition to monetary value, the 50-cent coin of 1997 holds educational value for those studying Australian history and culture. The symbolism on the coin teaches about the nation's values and identity, while also providing insight into the art of coin design and minting technology. The Royal Australian Mint also provides educational resources and exhibitions for visitors to learn more about coins and currency, which makes visiting the mint an interesting experience for enthusiasts and students alike. The coin itself can be used as a tool for teaching history, geography, and even art appreciation. Numismatics is the study and collection of coins, and it is a hobby that has fascinated people for centuries. The 1997 50-cent coin is a perfect example of a coin that appeals to both new collectors and experienced numismatists because it combines accessibility with historical significance. Collectors often join clubs and attend coin shows to share knowledge, trade coins, and stay updated on market trends. Participating in these communities can greatly enhance one's understanding of coin collecting and increase the enjoyment of the hobby. Maintaining the condition of a 50-cent coin involves proper handling, storage, and cleaning practices. Coins should be handled by the edges to avoid fingerprints and natural oils which can damage the surface. They should be stored in protective holders, cases, or albums that prevent scratches and exposure to moisture. The Royal Australian Mint also provides guidance on how to care for coins, which is useful for collectors who wish to preserve the value and appearance of their coins over time. Understanding proper storage is particularly important for coins that are part of a collection meant to be passed down or displayed. Over the years, the 50-cent coin has become more than just currency. It has become a symbol of Australian heritage and pride. Collectors treasure the coins for their beauty, historical significance, and connection to the nation. The 1997 50-cent coin holds a special place in collections due to its quality, mintage, and representation of the standard design of the era. By studying and collecting coins like this one, individuals gain a deeper appreciation for Australian history, culture, and the art of minting, which makes coin collecting a rewarding and educational hobby for people of all ages. Finally, understanding the full scope of the 1997 50-cent coin involves looking at its history, design, value, and role in numismatics. It is a coin that is accessible yet significant, offering opportunities for education, collection, and investment. Whether you are a beginner looking to start your coin collection or an experienced numismatist seeking to complete your series, the 1997 50-cent coin of Australia is an essential piece to consider. Its story is intertwined with Australian heritage, and its presence in collections around the world demonstrates its enduring appeal and importance.